Thank you for being with us today, Imad. Let's start. First things first, can you comment on the latest reactions, the latest world reactions that you've just heard? I mean, we've had today Ban Ki-moon tell us or warn the world and Syria itself that it's verging on civil war and that this could spread to Lebanon.
Thanks for having me. Definitely, I think Ban Ki-moon is right in his assessment in saying that the conflict risks increasing towards it. I mean, it seems as though it's going towards a sectarian civil war. The risks are quite high at the moment with the types of deadlines that we've been seeing being put forward by the Free Syrian Army. You know, with their supplies dwindling and the increasingly difficult position that they are facing, I think, and the increasing deadlock as well within the international community on how to respond to this crisis, I think the Secretary General of the United Nations is definitely justified in saying there are greater risks of this conflict escalating at the moment.
I mean, you had the US Secretary of Hillary Clinton also commenting right after Ban Ki-moon, telling Russia that its policy is risking civil war. So do you think it's probably up to Russia to maybe put an end or to help actually bring about a solution?
I think the deadlock is certainly coming at the Security Council. There's definitely a disagreement over whether this crisis needs to be handled in a way that resembles that which was followed in Yemen or in Libya. So as you know, in Yemen, there was more of a peaceful transition towards a different type of government with the agreement of the opposition and the former members of the regime. In Libya, we had full-on military intervention. The debate now within the Security Council is how do we approach this? As you know, Russia and China are staunch allies of the Syrian government. This is historical. However, whether or not Russia will budge on this position is not quite clear at the moment. As you mentioned, the next meetings are definitely between the EU leaders, Hollande and Merkel, and Vladimir Putin, will definitely give us a greater indication as to whether or not they will be willing to budge.
All right, I just want to chuck a question in there. Let's move to Lebanon. We've got Kofi Annan in the country at the moment that's supposedly going to be talking about the Lebanese-Syrian border smuggling, refugees. Do you think that maybe the Lebanese government is going to be able to take its disassociation policy?
I think Lebanon is in a very difficult position at the moment with everything that's going on regionally, not only through Syria, but what's happening as well in the Palestinian territories. Lebanon will definitely be observing the recent developments with concern. Whether or not they'll be able to review their policy is not quite certain. I think Lebanon, the Lebanese authorities have a vested interest in what's going on in Syria, and whether or not they adapt to what is happening right now will depend, again, as I said, on the international community's response and the kind of pressures that are coming out of the talks with Kofi Annan. So at the moment, it's not quite clear. I don't want to give you a definite answer, but I think the coming developments will definitely highlight Lebanon's change in policy, if there is any.
All right, Imad, just one more question to round this off.
Yes.
I think you know that our Prime Minister Najib Mikati, is currently in Turkey at the moment. He went over there with the aim to try to secure the release of the 11 Lebanese Shia abductees that were kidnapped by yet we do not know. Those are conflicting reports. However, we have rumors going around Lebanon that they might be dead. Could you possibly expand on this for me?
Well, I think it's a guessing game everyone's playing at the moment, unfortunately. Turkey, as you know, is a key player regionally and increasingly so. And I think it's not an innocent move that the Prime Minister has gone there to try to secure their release. So I think what is worth observing in all of this, again, I don't want to give you any information that might be wrong, is whether or not Turkey will be able to sort of use its influence at the moment, its growing influence in the region, to assist Lebanon in this issue.
Imad, thank you very much for being with us today. We'll be in touch.
Thank you for having me.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.